From everything that's been happening so far, it's pretty obvious that Amber either has an incredibly unhealthy attachment to Johnny as a person, or simply that she must always win. But either way, taking things as far as she just did isn't okay under any circumstances. So, exactly what is this new move from Amber's camp that has everyone so worried? Over the past few weeks, Johnny and Amber's names have made virtually every headline. And while in Johnny's case it's mostly for good reason, Amber and her camp haven't exactly been on the same path. And now, in their latest appearance in the news, the actress and her people are somehow still hung up on the case that's been finalized. And if that was all there was to it, it probably wouldn't be a big deal, but Elaine actually still believes they have a shot at changing the verdict. You ask how? Well, in their latest plot to change the verdict, Amber's lawyer Elaine seems to be moving forward with her claims that one of the jurors that partook in the defamation trial might have been invalid. I know it sounds ridiculous just hearing it out loud, but I want you to hear me out. So, Elaine is claiming that one of the jurors in the pack she helped vet even before the trial started is invalid. But that doesn't make a lot of sense, right? I mean, she wasn't only there when the jurors were chosen, she actually participated in the selection process and was also part of the team that ensured they were all valid to the maximum satisfaction of both parties. And now, this same person has come up with the plan to bring this forward in a hearing with the hopes of getting a mistrial, all coming in weeks after the finalization of the case. Well, I don't think anyone is really going to buy it. All of this got revealed recently, as Cupcake Mag has been having fun posting the possible points of view of the parties on their Instagram story, and if that has taught us anything, it's that they also don't buy this whole story Elaine just conjured out of nowhere. And just like them, the judge will probably not buy this story, because if their last meeting taught us anything, it's that the judge isn't interested in anything related to the case anymore, and she actually made that clear to them at the time. But her reaction was pretty understandable given that all Elaine has been doing since the conclusion of the trial is to figure out new ways to waste everybody's time. And besides that, there's also the fact that Elaine has actually been calling out the judge herself and the members of the jury for helping Johnny rig the case in his favor.
I redo my closings 100 times afterwards, whether I win or lose. That's part of being a good lawyer, a good trial lawyer, is
right.
There's always something. But I think that there were a lot of influences here that were beyond our control. And I think the social media, it was like a Roman Colosseum. It is the best way to describe the atmosphere here. And I have to believe that the jury, even though they're told not to go and look at anything, they have weekends, they have families, they have social media.
They were not sequestered. They were not sequestered.
And the 10-day period we had, how could they not have been influenced?
Well, I don't think anyone who heard someone speak of a case they presided over like this would be particularly thrilled. And even though there hasn't yet been word from the judge on this subject, we all can pretty much tell what her stance on all of this will be. And this is also why a couple of fans have also been giving their own views on the matter. One user who believes Elaine is just using Amber at this point wrote, "This last motion filed by Elaine about the wrong juror showing up for jury duty. Good God, she's just milking the Amber cow. It has no teats left, but she keeps pumping away." Another user with a different point of view wrote, "Where does the line of ethics blur in this case? Elaine disclosed abruptly to the public that Amber can't afford to pay $10.35 million. During the trial, Heard said it's cost $6 million in legal fees so far. A retrial, is that good for Heard's mental health, bank balance, and future? No one really knows what they are gunning for at this point. But it's safe to say that the chances of them actually achieving it has just gone from super slim to plain impossible. Nonetheless, we'll find out what the judge thinks pretty soon. Tell us, how do you think she will react to all of these claims by Elaine?